Hi friends, welcome to my channel, YiaYia's Heart Tarot. Today is August 24th, it's Wednesday, and on Wednesdays I bring out midweek messages. If you have run up against anything unexpected during your week, if there's some obstacles that have cropped up, or just something that is a little unexpected for you, maybe something that's a little more than what you expected, these are messages to help you hopefully navigate that successfully and get the best out of your week. So we'll be doing 2 readings today, but before we do that, as is usual with many of my readings now, I'm going to relate to you some visions that I had during my preparatory meditation that I believe may resonate with some of you, might bring you some messages with regard to what's going on with your week and maybe how to get through that as well. So there were 3 visions today. The first vision was just a view of a beautiful sunset out of an airplane window with the clouds underneath and the sun kind of peeking out over the clouds. I took that to be quite literal, actually, that for some of you there may be some unexpected travel that comes up during your week. That seems like it might be a huge inconvenience, and not necessarily airline travel. It wouldn't have to be, travel that requires flying distances, but it could even be just, some travel in your car, or even needing to run some errands for the boss, or even run upstairs to another business to get some supplies that you've run out of, or something along those lines. But some unexpected travel may pop up for some of you. But the message that I got from this is that even though this seems like it's quite an inconvenience, it actually might allow you some time to rest or relax on the way to wherever it is you need to go. So, excuse me, if this is an airplane trip, then obviously, you may be able to just kick back and kind of relax on your way to wherever it is you're going. If you're driving in a car, obviously you don't want to kick back and relax, but you can certainly roll the windows down, turn the radio on, just kind of get away from things, even if it's just a matter of going next door or going upstairs or down to the basement to find some records that are needed, anything along those lines. Even if that's the case, it still might pull you away from some stress that you're dealing with at your desk, or stress that you're dealing with at home. Or any sort of pressure that is building up where you normally would be, and it would be pressure that you would normally have to just continue to deal with. So even if you're just asked to run an errand, or you need to just just hop down the block or something, or even run upstairs to grab something, even if it's just for a moment, it's away from this pressure. It's kind of like forcing you to step away and take a little bit of a break. So that was the message that I got from that vision. The next vision that I got was kind of a cartoon bird who was walking along with kind of a smile on its face, and its tail it was sweeping up a bunch of like seed litter. And so I took that to mean that for some of you, you may be needing to sweep up after everybody this week. You might be on the cleanup team to fix whatever comes up. If there are, it could be literally cleaning up, but it could also be if there's a blow up between 2 coworkers, or a blow up between 2 family members, or if there's just anything along those lines where people are disagreeing, you might be the one who has to kind of come in and say, okay, look, wait a minute, let's look at both sides of this. You need this, you need that, let's compromise this way, or something along those lines. So it could be that you might have to literally clean up a mess, a physical mess, but it could also mean that you might have to play moderator or mediator between some people, or an arbitrator. It also might mean that if somebody does some work that is just completely wrong, big screw up, you might be the one who has to go in and fix that. So, that was the vision. That was the impression that I got from that vision, that for some of you, you're going to have to play cleanup this week. You're going to have to be the one that fixes somebody else's screw up, or you're going to have to be the one that soothes some egos, or you might have to be the one that physically cleans up a mess. The last vision that I got was just some really colorful vegetables, yellow and green, and possibly orange and red. It struck me as like those confetti bell peppers almost, that were cut up very nicely, beautifully arranged. It was just a flash, but I took that to mean that and I think that this was linked to the bird vision, the cleanup vision. So in particular for those people who are having to clean up after someone else or fix something for somebody else, I took that as a message to take care of yourself, eat well, get enough rest, just live in a healthy way, and but while you're doing that, enjoy it too. So like make healthy food, but make it beautiful, or get some exercise, but do it in a way that you enjoy, walking outdoors, or going swimming if you love to swim, or whatever it is that you can do to kind of boost your the health in your life, but also do it in a way that is nurturing to your soul, that's beautiful, that is restful, that is just something that you love, that's something that you enjoy. Don't make it be something that's work, and don't deprive yourself just so you can be healthier. So do it in a beautiful way. So those were the visions that I had starting out. So if that resonates with some of you, great. If not, that's fine too. And it may not resonate right now. It might resonate more as the week goes on for some of you. So there's that too. So again, today we're going to do 2 readings. And I apologize, I didn't have everything ready here. We are going to do group 1, which is the spools of thread, is group 1. And then group 2 is buttons and findings. There are some little pieces of lace and some bows and some buttons in here, and some trinkets. So that's group 2. So group 1 is the spools of thread, and group 2 is the buttons and findings group. So whichever group resonates with you, take some time to feel into the groups. Also, for group 2, I had a very strong message that I needed to have 2 different oracle cards. As many of you, if you're returning, know, I pull these oracle cards intuitively ahead of time, and then we use these as the final messages for your group. So for group 2, there were 2 cards that came out. And I put 2 cards back, but then every time I tried to just get 1 card, it either wouldn't give me any cards, or I kept getting 2 cards at a time. So that's why there's 2 cards for the pile for group 2 and only 1 for group 1. I asked group 1 if it needed any more messages, and I didn't get any more. So that's that. So anyway, take your time, determine which reading it is that calls to you, and if you need to pause the video, that's fine. Once you do decide on your reading, as usual, it will be linked to a timestamp in the description below. So just drop into the description, click on the timestamp that corresponds with your group, and it'll take you directly to your reading, and I will see you there. Hi Group 1, this is your reading, the Spools of Thread. So the first message that we're going to get today is what unexpected issues or challenges are cropping up in your week that you could use some help with. What unexpected things are cropping up in your week that you could use some help with? Spirit, may we please get messages for group 1 with regard to what's coming up in their week that was unexpected to them that they could use some help with. Okay. So we got a lot of energy in this one. We got the Empress, and we got the 9 of Pentacles. We also got the Queen of Wands, and we got the Fool. So my first impression with the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles is that you are being asked to like take care of everyone or take care of a lot of things. You are an individual who is very much a go-getter. Or at least that's how people look at you. That's how people see you. So because of that, because you have presented yourself and probably are someone who rises to a challenge and doesn't question things, they don't sit back and fret about what's going on. They don't question the situation and try and get out of things. They just take the ball and run with it. If something needs to be done, they hop right on it and they work to get it done. And they find innovative ways to do that. So because of that, you're being asked to take care of something. That may be you're being asked to take care of someone. It may be, you're being asked to take care of children, or somebody came into town unexpectedly, a relative or a friend dropped in unexpectedly. And so you are the appointed in the family or the friend group to see that this person has a good time, to see that they're entertained while they're here. Or you may be being asked to take care of a project that maybe someone else has come up sick, and so this project needs to get done, but they're not able to do it. So it's being dropped to you to take over and handle this. And so the Fool here is because this was very unexpected. This is it. The challenge is that you didn't expect to have to spend your week trying to accommodate whatever this project or person or whatever else is, but you are willing to jump in and take care of it because that's just kind of how you do. You are again, you're just willing to just go ahead and dive in. So you're going to take on this, or you have already probably taken on this responsibility or this project or entertaining this person or whatever the situation is that cropped up unexpectedly that you've been asked to handle. You're going to do it. Or you have started to do it, or you are handling it. So, Spirit, thank you for that message. What is Group 1 hoping to accomplish this week? What are they hoping to accomplish? Group 1, what are you hoping to accomplish this week? I apologize for my voice being scratchy. I'm still getting over a cold a little bit. So, let's see. What are you hoping to accomplish? Wow. You guys, this is crazy. This is a powerful energy. You're either a really powerful person, which I get from the Queen of Wands, or this is a really powerful week because we got 3 major arcana again. We got the moon, the star, and the tower. So I'm getting a lot of dark energy here. I'm getting a lot of not dark in as evil or anything like that, but dark in that you're sort of in the dark. The week is totally turning out to be something totally unexpected. You don't know what to expect. You're basically in the dark about what's going to happen this week. You're playing it entirely by ear. You have had to scrap the playbook. You've had to scrap your plans altogether, and so you're just you're not sure what's going to happen this week. You don't know what's going to get done and what's not. So that's kind of what the energy of the week is. But Spirit, could you please clarify what is Group 2 hoping to accomplish this week? What are they hoping to accomplish? Okay, the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. So you are just forging ahead without any actual plan. And what you're hoping to accomplish this week is that the week turns out well. I realize that's a very general statement, but that is, in a nutshell, that's what you are hoping for. You've got all of this saying that you just don't know exactly how the week's going to go. You just plain and simple. You're just not sure what's going to happen. This just is totally not what you expected the week to be. And so you're just having to entirely play it by ear. But you are just hoping that this is going to turn out for the best. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who just makes everything comfortable for everybody. So you're really, what you hope to accomplish is that everyone is taken care of and that you can handle whatever comes up and just make things fit together and work. That's what you're hoping to accomplish this week. And by the way, we have gotten, aside from this 9 of Pentacles, we have gotten nothing but major arcana and queens. So there's some strong divine feminine going on here. Strong divine feminine. So I'm guessing that most of you are female, or that you are having to draw upon your feminine energy. So you're having to be very receptive this week. You're having to like tuck the ego away and just, agree with whatever comes up, and just be very nurturing and allowing. So yeah, there's some heavy divine feminine energy coming up for you this week too. So Spirit, what is group 1 doing that is working for them this week? Yeah, what is group 1 doing that's working for them this week? Spirit, thank you for these messages. What is group 1 doing that is working for them this week? I think I need a different deck. This one, I think. Okay, so Spirit, what is group 1 doing that is working for them this week? What are they doing that's working for them? Yeah, okay. So we got the 6 of Cups and we got the 8 of Wands. So you are taking the high road. You're not holding a grudge about this situation that's come up, and you are looking at this as a chance to do something unexpected, do something spontaneous. You're actually looking at this as, you're looking at it as a challenge, but you're also looking at it as an opportunity. So what you're doing this week that's really working for you is, again, you are taking the high ground. You are looking at this as an opportunity to learn something new, to do something unexpected and spontaneous. And you're also looking at what is good with this situation. You are you're taking time to appreciate and be grateful for the things that this situation is teaching you, which is amazing, which is really beautiful. So I love that. And so Spirit, thank you for that message. And what is it that group 1 is doing that's not working for them this week? What are they doing that's not working for them this week? Okay. So we got a little bit confusing. Oh, okay. We got the World card and we got the 4 of Swords. So and we also got the King of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So what you're doing this week that's not working for you is you're trying to do everything. You are trying to cross every T and dot every I and make sure that every tiny little detail is not overlooked, and you are really taxing yourself beyond what you should. So that's what you're doing that's not working for you. You're trying to take too much on. Over here, you're looking at this as a great opportunity to do something spontaneous and so remember that energy and just go with it. Just go with whatever comes up, but don't worry about, oh shoot, I should have done this, or I should have taken them here, or I needed to do this before I did this. Don't worry about all of the little details. If this was a normal week and this is what you had planned on working, and you have allotted time for every little detail, and then you mess up something, then maybe it's worth worrying about. But this week, you're just going to have to, like I said, throw out the playbook. Don't over worry, don't over stress about making sure that everything is perfect. That's what you're doing that's not working for you. So let go of the reins a little bit, loosen up, and just enjoy the ride. So what is your gut trying to tell you? So Spirit, thank you for these messages. And what is Group 1's gut or intuition telling them about this week? What is their gut or intuition telling them about this week? Oh my goodness. We got the star again. But we also got it with the 7 of Cups. So your intuition is telling you that this week will work out just fine, so long as you don't overthink it. That's what your intuition is telling you. Simply, it's going to be, things are going to work out really well for you. They're going to have a beautiful outcome, but only if you don't stress about it and don't overthink it. Don't get caught in decision fatigue. Don't stress about, oh, should I do this or should I do this? Oh, we could also do this. Oh, what if I do this? Are they going to think this? Just don't get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in that worrying. Just whatever comes first, whatever's the first thought, whatever's your first intuition, just go with that and it'll work out just fine. So that's what your intuition, that's what your gut is telling you this week. So Spirit, thank you for that. What advice does Group 1 Spirit team have for them? What advice do you have for Group 1? What advice do Group 1's angels, departed loved ones, their spirit guides, their spirit team, what do they have? What advice do they have for them? Oh my goodness. Okay. So the first cards that came out were the 3 of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So again, we've got royalty coming out here. We've got the Queen of Wands again. We saw the Queen of Wands right off the bat, if I recall correctly, or shortly. Yeah, Queen of Wands was the first pile that we had here. So, again, your advice is, remember that this is who you are. You are this individual that just takes the ball and runs and doesn't overthink things, doesn't worry about things. They just do their best. The King of Wands, Queen of Swords is who we have, and the King of Wands. So, sorry, my mistake. Let's back up a little bit here. The Queen of Swords is telling you that you should be decisive about what you do. So again, we're going back to this, don't overthink things, don't worry about every little possibility, don't stress about every little detail. Just make a decision, be definitive in what you decide, and then follow through with it. The King of Wands is telling you that you're going to have support from an individual who is potentially a spouse or perhaps a superior at work, probably a male. This is probably a middle to older age gentleman. This is someone who is also very decisive, much like you. This is someone that you look up to. This is someone that you admire. This is someone that you trust. They're going to have your back this week. This card is telling you just to, again, make a decision and go with it. And then we got this card, which is, again, telling you that this individual is going to be here to support you. You have this connection with another individual who, again, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a love connection, but it is someone that you trust and that you admire and that you respect. So you're going to have support from them. The other advice that you are getting here is that you don't want to get so wrapped up in making sure that everything goes well or that you get everything done. I mean, when this situation cropped up, you kind of had to potentially abandon what you had planned to get done this week. So this card is telling you that it's okay to abandon the plans that you had for the week, or tone them down at the very least. It's all right. They'll get done eventually. Do what you need to do, but don't kill yourself trying to get everything done. And then finally, just let things unfurl as they will. Let things unfold. Don't try and control things too much. You are a leader and you have great ideas and you're very creative, so you can kind of get the ball rolling with these great ideas that you have, this input that you have, you're very, very creative in the way that you see things and the way that you solve things. So definitely bring that to play. But once you get things started, let them develop as they may, and just go along with that, and then sort of add in as you see fit. I mean, you'll know when your input is needed again, but just go along with it. Let the ball roll. Don't try and don't try to overly control everything that's going on this week. So that is the advice from your spirit team. So what is the best way, Spirit? Thank you for these messages. And what is the best way for Group 1 to proceed this week? What's the best way for them to proceed? Excuse me. Let me grab that. Okay, so we got the 8 of Cups and we got the 2 of Cups. 8 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. So the best way for you to proceed is to not get hung up on the emotions of the week. Don't let again, going back to, you kind of had to shift gears and possibly not get the things that you had planned done. So this is telling you the best way to proceed is don't get hung up on being stressed out about, or being angry or frustrated about what is not going to get done this week. Just step away from that. It's fine. It'll get done, or somebody else will do it for you. And in fact, that may be what this is saying here. You may need to turn over some of the things that you won't be able to get done to this supportive individual that you have, who's got your back. So, be willing to turn loose of some of the tasks that are stressing you out that you might not get to. Let this individual who's very supportive of you, who you trust, and they care for you, let them do some of the things that are really weighing heavily on you. If you've got some things that you just feel like you really just need to get done, then delegate to this individual. Either let them help get those things done, or maybe they let them take over this unexpected situation for a brief time while you get those done, and then you can step back in again. So that's the way to proceed this week. And then finally, what outcome can Group 1 look forward to, Spirit? What outcome can they look forward to? Yeah, this is beautiful. So the outcome that we got the 2 of Wands, we got the Page of Swords, and we got the 6 of Wands. So the outcome that you can look forward to is that you are going to handle the situation perfectly, absolutely perfectly. You're going to set everything in motion, and if not direct the path yourself, you're at least going to give a very clear indication of what's the best way to proceed. If you need to delegate that to someone else, you're going to be able to explain easily and carefully to them, okay, here's what we need to do. You will have you have a great vision of like an overview. You have an amazing ability to see the bigger picture, and so you're going to see how this week is going to fall, and you're going to be able to again set into motion the clearest way for all of this to play out and to be successful. And then you are going to be successful. You're going to put all of this work in, and then you're going to be able to really look back on your week and just be thrilled with the way it turned out. It's going to be extremely successful. You're going to be able to hit the weekend and celebrate. And so that's the outcome that you can look forward to for your week. So really, really amazingly powerful, upbeat reading, you guys. So many court cards and major arcana cards, just so much power and so many positive strength cards for you guys. So let's take a look at the oracle card that we pulled. I forgot to show you the picture at the very beginning. It's this cool tortoise with an island on his back. And it says, some journeys in life are not a sprint, and often in Western culture we are living with the insidious notion that time is scarce. How often have you said, I do not have the time? That's a perception we have embraced. It is an excuse. Everything we put time into is a choice, and you're being invited to own those choices. And maybe then you can feel better about your life, and if not, consider what new choices you are prepared to make to change it. But be mindful of what you wish for, as you may not like how it transpires. So here, this is talking about how, going back to this reading, talking about I don't have time to get all this stuff done. This just dropped in my lap when I had all this that I needed to get done. That's saying, that's just a perception that time is scarce. We don't have enough time. There's always enough time. We just have to decide how we're going to use it. And so that's what this card is talking about today. That's what your whole reading has been talking about. And it is just basically saying, embrace what you do with your time and enjoy it. So really cool reading, you guys. Thank you so much for letting me share this with you. I hope your week does turn out to be just this amazing, successful endeavor that you get to celebrate. I hope you have, if not, at least a successful week, and maybe even a fun one. Going back to this Six of Cups that we saw here, I'm excited because I feel like this week is presenting you with an opportunity to really learn something new and fun. So good luck with that. I love reading for you guys. I'm so grateful that you were here, and I hope that you will come back and join me again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye. Hi, Group 2. This is your reading, the Bowl of Buttons and Findings. The first message that we want to get is what unexpected issues or challenges or just changes are cropping up this week that you'd like some help with. Spirit, what unexpected is cropping up for Group 2 this week that they could use some help with? Okay. Okay, we've got the Princess of Discs and the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Swords. So we've got two female court cards here. And then we've got this Ten of Swords. So I'm feeling like what is cropping up unexpected for you this week is some cattiness, for lack of a better word. I feel as though there is some spiteful energy that you're dealing with this week. It could be that someone is going behind your back and spreading rumors. It could be that someone is straight to your face, accusing you of something, or just being really unfair or vindictive to you, and you're really, really feeling attacked by it. So that is what challenge you are dealing with this week, Group 2, and I am very sorry for that. So Spirit, thank you for that message. What is Group 2 hoping to accomplish this week? Group 2, what are you hoping to accomplish with your week? Or about this situation, at least. What are you hoping to accomplish? Okay, the Prince of Cups. So what you're hoping to accomplish this week is you're hoping to understand what's going on. You need to get to the bottom of this. You're really, really bewildered by this situation because you just don't understand where it's coming from. So what you really are hoping to accomplish at this point is you just want to understand what is going on. Why is this happening to you? So that is what you're hoping to accomplish with the week, or at least with this situation. So Spirit, what is Group 2 doing that's working for them this week? Group 2, what are you doing that's working for you this week? What is working for Group 2, Spirit? Thank you for these messages. And what is working for Group 2? Okay. So you've got the Prince of Wands and we got the Eight of Wands. The Prince of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So what is working for you is that you're actually taking some action about this situation. You're not just sitting back and letting it wound you. Yeah, we got the Seven of Swords as the bottom of the deck. So you are very aware that there is something not right about what's being said, either to you or about you. There's something that is being hidden from you. There's somebody that's lying. There's something that you're missing somewhere. There's a piece of the puzzle that you know that is not the truth, but it's out there. And so you're actually taking some action to check in with some people that you trust, or, check on some whatever sources that you have that you can validate what's being said or discredit what's being said. So that's what's working for you this week. You're actually taking some action to figure things out rather than just being hurt by it or feeling a victim and just wallowing in this. You're actually taking some action to figure out where this is coming from. What is it that is not being what is it that is not coming out, that's not the truth, that's not coming out? Excuse me. Thank you, Spirit, for that message. And what is it that's not working for Group 2 this week? What is it that's not working for them? Okay, so we got the Nine of Swords and we got the Two of Swords. Okay, and we got the Queen of Discs also. So what is not working for you is that you're taking this very personally without knowing the full story. You're shutting down and not willing to listen to this person who is attacking you or spreading rumors or whatever. And not necessarily you're not willing to listen to what they're saying, but you're not listening to what's behind what they're saying. There is some there's some, like, a mother wound here, for lack of a better term. There's something that has hurt them, something that possibly harkens back to their childhood, that maybe you did without even realizing it. It may be something that you don't even know about them, but it's something that they take very personally and they are really hurt by it. So what you're doing this week that's not working for you is you're not realizing that what they're saying about you, what they're lashing out, why they're lashing out, is because of something that hurt them in their past, probably in their childhood, maybe when they were very, very young. So in order to bring yourself back, to ground yourself, to pull yourself out of the anger of the situation or the hurt of the situation, you're not realizing that where this is coming from them, even though it probably relates to something that happened recently. What actually happened recently is not probably that big of a deal, or even a big deal at all, and you probably don't even realize what it was or what it is. But what you're not seeing is that it's something that reminds them of a trauma that they had when they were a child, or some sort of an abandonment issue that they might have, or some time that they were, I can't think of the word that I want, but sometime when they were lied to when they were a child, or they were abandoned or treated badly, or something like that. So what you're doing or not doing that's not working this week is you're not seeing the bigger issue that's behind this, what is actually a fairly surface symptom of a much deeper hurt that they have. So thank you, Spirit, for those messages. And what is Group 2's gut telling them about this situation? What is their gut telling them about this situation? Okay, so we got the Ten of Wands, we got the Perspective card, and we got the Ace of Discs. So again, your gut is telling you that there's a much deeper issue at play here than what is being presented on the surface. Okay, so that's what your gut is telling you. So basically, the same thing as what was not working for you is what your gut is telling you, is that there's a bigger issue in play with this other individual than what it looks like on the surface. Okay, so deep down that you need to understand what is underlying the situation before you're going to understand the situation at all. So that's what your gut is telling you. So Spirit, thank you for that. What advice does Group 2's Spirit team have for them? What advice does Group 2's Spirit team have for them? Their angels, their spirit guides, their departed loved ones. What advice does Spirit team have for Group 2? What advice does Group 2's Spirit team have for them? It's crazy. I got about 1 million cards on this question for the first group, and now your group is only getting one. Okay, so the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands. So, yeah, again, the advice that you're getting is to see the bigger picture. To step back from the situation. Don't look at things in a petty way. It's a petty situation. It is. It's somebody who is spreading rumors or being nasty, or it's just not a very grown-up, mature situation. But the way that what your spirit team is advising you is to be the wise one in this situation, just to see the bigger picture, just to understand that there's something else going on that probably has very little to do with you, and actually is providing you with an opportunity to maybe help this individual heal something that has been a burden to them for a very long time. So that's what your spirit team is telling you about this. So Spirit, thank you for that message. What is the best way for Group 2 to proceed? What is the best way for them to proceed? Yeah, okay. So we got the 3 of discs, we got the 6 of discs, and we got the 5 of discs. Okay, interesting. We've got discs, nothing but discs. So Spirit is telling you to anchor yourself, to get grounded. Don't get overly emotional about this. Don't get up in your head about this. Just go with what you're feeling intuition-wise. And in addition to that, they are telling you to not isolate yourself from this situation. Don't back away from this individual. Work together with them, and don't judge. Don't judge their actions. Don't come at them with, hey, you lied about this and everybody heard you lie about this and now they think this. This is telling you don't isolate that person. Don't pull them out. Don't single them out and make a spectacle of them or make an example of them. Don't do any of that. Don't judge. You don't know what it is that has happened to them in the past. So their actions may have been rash right now, but they are most likely coming from a much deeper place that they need help with. They really need help with, and that's what this card is talking about. They need someone who can really understand their situation, who can really give them some advice, who can really give them a physical presence to lean on. That's what this is telling you. So don't single them out. Don't throw them to the wolves. Don't pass judgment on them. And shut the door so that because you lied about this and you made me look bad, or you started this rumor and whatever. Don't do that. They need somebody to work with them. They really, really need somebody to say, I'm going to stick with you. I'm going to help you with this. I know that this is coming from a much deeper place than just this argument or this whatever that's going on right now. So that is how to proceed. And then Spirit, what is the outcome that Group 2 can expect? Thank you for these messages. And what outcome can Group 2 expect? Okay. The 10 of discs. The 10 of discs. So this is a beautiful card to end on. This is saying that by helping this individual through this, not only will you be able to rectify this situation, but you're going to be able to create a better outcome for everyone. You're going to be able to create a better outcome for yourself, because even if it doesn't patch up this relationship per se, or even if this isn't a relationship that needs patching up. I mean, this might not even be a close friend of yours. But what this is going to do is it's going to stabilize you and your place in all of this, and also any harm that's been done from what's been said or rumors that have been spread or anything like that. It's going to put that to rest. It's going to take care of that. So it's going to, fill in any gaps that might have happened from this. And then in addition to that, you're going to give that same stability, and even more so, to this other individual. You're going to help them to fix their life. I mean, this isn't just a small matter. This is a big thing. This is something that they've probably been dealing with all their life. It's probably ruined a lot of relationships for them. It's probably cost them jobs, potentially. It's cost them income. It's cost them stability. So by doing this, by helping them, by understanding that this is a trauma that they live through, that they react to badly all the time, and helping them figure that out and helping them work through that, you're going to give them a place of just tremendous stability to move on through the rest of their life. So even if this isn't a person who's close to you, you're still going to have the satisfaction that you provided that for someone and really gave them a springboard to move through the rest of their life. And if this is someone who's close to you, then obviously it's a win-win for both of you, because this is going to make your friendship stronger. This is going to make your bond much stronger, and each of you individually is going to be stronger and have a better life for it as well. So I like this reading. It sounds like kind of a tough situation on the surface, but really down deep underneath all of this, it's an opportunity to really be of service, to really help someone. And there are very few things that feel better than really, really helping someone. And I don't mean carrying a package for them. That's great. Holding a door open, that's nice. That's wonderful. That's something that they'll appreciate all day long. And those little things do ripple. But a big thing like this is something that really, really can give you a sense of just really accomplishing something and being a very special individual. Giving is the greatest return. Give and you shall receive tenfold. So this has been a really great reading. So let's take a look at the 2 oracle cards that we ended up pulling for you. And I didn't show you the cards to begin with. They're both birds. So I'm not exactly sure what significance that has. A hummingbird, and it looks like a raven, or a crow. I'm not sure exactly what that is. But let's see. Let's go with this one first. It says, you are invited to let go, release, reframe habits that you have become so familiar with that are comfortably ingrained in your daily life. They are indications and physical signs that are telling you it is time to become mindful of these fairy tales you tell yourself. You're an ever-evolving and transforming being, excuse me, but your physical self is often ignored when it whispers, screams, or slams you with its requests. You are encouraged to listen and be mindfully aware of what you consume and how you treat and care for yourself. Okay, I think this card is to represent the other individual in your situation who has been ignoring themselves. They've been ignoring their pain, and just become familiar with the habits that they have, and perhaps they've even don't even know where this is coming from. So this card talks about them. This card says, you flutter through life touching people with what you do and who you are. You inspire and kindle the dreams of others. Today you're reminded to be gentle with yourself with that light touch. You can be the pragmatic, the sledgehammer, but your soul sings when you are the dreamer, the magic. So give yourself that gift also. You think time matters, but it does not. It's a human construct. You need not be the pretty shiny top that must keep spinning to gain your dreams. So interesting. The first group, their oracle card also talked about how time is an illusion. So big message there, evidently. And this talks about how you touch people and inspire others. And so, I mean, huge the way this links in with your reading here. You can be that person who inspires this individual, who touches them, who heals them. So really beautiful message there. So thank you, Group 2, for letting me share this reading with you. I greatly appreciate you being here and letting me read for you. And I hope that your week unfolds and becomes something really beautiful. And I hope that you come back and see me again when you need any sort of guidance or just to listen to a reading. I'm grateful that you're here. Thank you, and have a wonderful week.